war's over, but a soldier on, still battling the ghost. No, no, no. Oh. Still struggling to see the signs, too heavy for a heart line. Say.
What's going on? What's going on, people? Yeah, we've been up, down, sideways, million, back down the line. I know y'all hold it strong. Hold it strong. Go ahead.
Keep my heritage to keep me clean.
Let's go ahead and let's hold it strong. When I say hold it strong, we're gonna hold it strong. What's going on, baby? What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Carr, Crypto Secret X. I was about to say again, what's going on, baby? Golly. What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Carr, Crypto Secret X, place we do talk about crypto. And today we are talking about TED on the AMA. And I tell you, it is a grind, y'all. And I want to talk to you a little bit today. I'm going to go monologue mode on you a little bit before we actually get into it. But I want to talk to you about the grind. The grind with having a meme coin community, TED Cash. It is a grind, but the grind is well worth it. And also the process of the things you learn along the way, just with progressing and moving to the next level. It's been a continuous ongoing learning process. And some of the things you learn when you learn, you be like, oh man, could have been did this. This probably could have, already taken place. Some of it was just the fact of, switching things around. And a lot of it is just knowledge of people sharing information with you. Some of the things I also realized is that when people, it's kind of like, and I'm gonna use the Caitlin Clark, the whole thing with Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna use that, and I'm equated to some of the things I see here. Caitlin Clark comes into the WNBA along with Angel Reese and a couple of other mega superstars, and all of a sudden the WNBA is like mega. It's like one of these big things everybody's talking about. I really didn't watch it much until Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I just like to see Caitlin Clark shoot them threes. But what happened is when she came on the scene and everybody made such a big fuss about Caitlin Clark, a lot of people got jealous. A lot of people that are good players, but they just got jealous because favor's not fair. People have a fear of you taking their spot or moving in their spot. A lot of things I'm learning with the meme coin is people are taking notice of us. People are like, got one eye open and they're looking over like this and they're checking over on TED because what they're seeing is something that hasn't been seen before. When the craziest thing is like when certain things happen here, you'll see people jump in like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's going on. I bet you nobody's gonna rock with TED. And all of a sudden, TED just bounces back. And then, they kind of go away. So the reason I'm talking to you about this is because I want to show you this right here. I know I've been talking about it, but some of the main things I've been looking at when I've been studying a lot of the crypto, I'm like, okay, we're doing this, we're doing that, but I'm just wondering, like, what's the thing we got to get over the hump? And the only thing different that I can see is a major, not even a major exchange, just a different exchange, and we're listed on it. And so someone told me about the coin market cap and what you had to do there. I did that, and they told me it's a waiting game. Then steady researching here, and somebody said, hey, go here and look at this site and apply here. So I go here And I put this up and I look and I'm like, that's all it was. So we have made a submission. I did it. That was a couple of, um, a little while ago. It was so simple to submit the listing to MEXC. Very, very simple once they showed me. I didn't even realize it was as simple as it was until they showed me. I've been putting some other stuff in there, like, no, 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 don't do that. Just go over here and send it over here. And I just keep thinking, I'm like, oh my God, man, that's it. And so uh, here's another listing that we have submitted to that at one time I thought our area was blocked, which it is blocked. I can't even access it, but I can submit to it. And they showed me the process of doing that without even using a VPN. And so I was able to get that listing in. The number of days you hear back, they say it's about like in 2 to 3 days, you'll hear back from them. And that's, I just think that one listing, because I've been looking at every other crypto. I've even looked at cryptos that don't even have websites, y'all. I mean, just like a page and a word and 5 dots, and they're going to like 100 million. You know what I'm saying? And so uh, I think the more you stay in this and the more you stay diligent with it, it's like you learn, and that's what makes a person that's diligent about getting to that next level. That's what makes them dangerous to a lot of people, is that they're constantly studying to get there. They're constantly improving the game. They're constantly learning something new. They're constantly innovating themselves. And it's a process of where you have to study, not somebody, people tell me a lot of stuff, but I'm the kind of person, and some of you are, I got to see somebody do it sometimes. Now I can listen to other people, but when I see a certain person that's in that kind of fire and they've been grinding in that fire and they've done it a little bit, sometimes I'm listening to them. I'm like, man, well, how did you do that? And I ask, like, how did you get that? And how did you get that there? Because that's what we need to get to the next level. That's what I'm telling you about. That's the one thing that right now, what makes TED a very good investment for you. And it's at 500K. Is why? Is because when you have a team developer that's constantly working to get to that level, and they've had a goal to get to that level, and they're constantly working, and you can see this, those type things pop anytime. That's not the thing that you get, how should I say it, you get worried about. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just telling you. But sometimes we do just the opposite. Something that doesn't give us the information, that doesn't take time to let us know. We invest in that freely and don't say nothing and just sit back and just take whatever they give us. Then sometimes when we get the information and we got somebody there, we get very technical. Well, this needs to be this, and that needs to be that, and that needs to be this, and we ought to do that. And sometimes I'm sitting back saying, is this the same person that was investing in meme coins when they didn't even know who was there? You see what I'm saying? And I know a lot of you have experienced that. And this is not me scolding the community. This is just me telling you that some information sometimes I think is just hidden from us because people are worried about how dangerous we are. And I'm like, there's room to eat for everybody at the table. There really is. We're getting close to 2,000 people on the YouTube channel. And the bigger we get, the more our voice will be heard. I mean, and that's when people start noticing you, is when you start making those type of noises. And then all of a sudden, you see 1 or 2 people kind of gradually come over, or you see sometimes the same thing kind of start, trickling in other places, because you got to be on it. You really got to be on it, and you really got to be innovating and, evolving, should I say. You got to be evolving consistently. So I'm really excited about getting that information and being able to know directly, just go here, put the information in. And it wasn't a lot of information. It really wasn't. I was like, I've had all that information just on like speed dial. It was like doop, 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 done. And I was like, man, I appreciate it. And so I'm learning about some other ones, some other listings. One of the other listings that I do see that's very common with a lot of the other meme coins is Gate.io. Um, I just happen to see that with everybody, and I'm like, okay, we need to get there, and I need to start digging to find out what information needs to be submitted there. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to get that information submitted in, and it's Bitmart is another one, but those listings are constantly now. I'm hitting those listings because that's the one thing I've seen every coin that's got on those listings, they have just skyrocketed. And I see some of those listings, if you apply for it right in the beginning too, oh man, you're dangerous. So I'm starting to understand a lot of that. Some of the things I do know with the DEX tools now, if somebody had to tell me, I would say, okay, you need $7,500 up front. Then you need 300 on DEX tools, 300 on DEX screener, 4.2 Solanas and Soul Trended. You see, I'm giving you all this information. This is information like, boom, this is what you do right here. This is this information that's constantly being dug up, and people are telling me like, hey, this is what you need to do. And a lot of the information I had to dig through. I had to like dig through the scammers to get to the people who were saying, hey man, this is it. You ain't got to pay me nothing. Just make sure you go over here and do this. And so that's been a good thing about it. I think that's something that is another step in the process. I think it's really good that now we're in the Asian market. The young ladies come in. I'm going back and forth, kind of talking with her and keeping that. And I think that's another good thing. We've taken the white paper. We've actually added the Chinese traditional language right up under that. I want to see if there's something we could do on a drop menu, which I haven't seen nobody else do, where everything is kind of like in different language. Like you can just click a button, boom, and everything on the website just translates to. I know you can do it through Google and stuff, but it translates into whatever particular country language. I think that's another thing that we have to add to websites that I don't see being done. Now, will it start being done because I'm talking about it here? Maybe, who knows? But we need to hit the market. But for the most part, a lot of times, some of the things we're worried about, I'm like, nah, man, that listing is big. That listing is big. I think when I went back and I kind of went and dated back through Success Kid, those were some of the things I saw like landmarks. Like it was like upcoming listing getting ready to come. And then I saw a spike, and then I saw another spike. And then I started seeing where as they started getting bigger, they started taking money and, donating or putting it over here for this or that. And those are the things that I've seen that I'm like, okay, this is some things that we need to take place and add with Ted. Now, with some of y'all, you got to understand the process too. You got to understand the process, and investment, holding, all that stuff is a process. Now, what I think some of y'all are doing when I'm in the group, I think some of y'all are actually looking at me like this, and it's like when you see a dip in the chart, it's like the chart that is dipping, they'll do something. I mean, it's going to dip sometime because when it goes up, some people will take profit. I mean, but if we can really get the big picture, what a lot of people are trying to do, we're trying to, the higher that market cap go, the more people eyes just start like just going there. They start looking, but we got to be patient with it. And some people like, you got to be able to, in investing, you got to be able to control your emotions. We got to get over the PTSD. We got to get over it all. I mean, I think we've been in this thing long enough now till we know that I'm in it for the long haul, you in it for the long haul. What's our end goal? We want to see this thing well over the 20, 30 million. That's where we want to see it. That's where we want to go. We know we can get it to $1 million market cap. We really can. We've already done it before. Uh, and the thing about it is, I know a lot of times people get angry with sellers. Well, if you get mad with sellers when they sell, push the price higher. That's all you got to do. Just push the price higher. When they get back in, they're going to get less. A community controls the meme coin. It does. If you want to control it, just control it. But you're going to see a little bit of that, and every time they sell, they give you opportunity to get more. They give you opportunity to get more. And then as you're getting more, here's the thing, what I'm doing behind the scene. I'm working on the listings. We're working on, we already got the staking down. Y'all know how to stake now. We got about 8 liquidity. We could use some more people burning in the liquidity. That helps strengthen. Y'all seen some of the top ones where they had like about 50 people, and you ain't got to burn a lot. Burn $1. We got the Operation Push. We still got to do that. We did it one time, twice. We even got to get back to that. But we have things in place here. And so here's the thing. When our line is going up and people are looking at it and they're seeing that volume and they're seeing people go in it, that makes it very attractive to put it on their listing, because they notice people are looking at this thing. And so they look at the volume, they look at the market cap. One person told me, get it to that market cap. You ain't got to worry about nobody. They're going to come to you and want to list it. That's just stuff that has been told to me. So we got to push it. We got to push it to get it there. And once we push it to get it there, we get the influx. You reap the benefits. We all reap the benefits. Even at a 503 market cap, we all reap the benefits of this right here. Because what most people, if you got in around, some of y'all got in under 5K. Some of y'all got in right at 2. So anything over 2, everybody's in profit. Every single person, all 1,098 holders are in mega profit. And so that's the thing. So like right now, if I saw 2 sales, I look at it, I would definitely try to go right back in and make that buy. Take it on up. Take it on up. In the beginning, the community controls it until it becomes a beast of its own. And the developer, the teams, you got to constantly be doing what? The biggest thing is getting the thing on listings. Even Ted Cash, I'm going to, when I get off the live tonight, I'm going to go back and apply and get Ted Cash on the same one. And just get it right there. So I know if Ted Cash can get on MEXCC listing, and Ted get on the MXCC listing, Gate out, then it's kind of like a trickling effect. It's kind of like when you get your first offer in football, basketball. You get your first offer, like let's say you go in, North Carolina offer you, every other college offers you, because they'd be like, okay, it's something to that. The community there. We're doing a good job with our tweets. Some people kind of panic if you don't hear nothing in the room. Sometimes I think sometimes we kind of lay back, we take a break, then we go back to it. And that's just what we do, man. So you got to kind of understand that. And so don't let your emotions control you when it comes to investing. People who have these swing modes, they're dangerous in investing, because they'll pull out before they're supposed to pull out, and then they're trying to catch up when it's running. They're vesting off emotions. And when people do that, what that tells me is you're probably putting in too much. You're probably putting in like life savings and all that, and then you got your fingers crossed you don't. But when you put in what you can afford to lose, then it's kind of like, I'm not panicking, And so it's so we got to look at it like that. So we got to continue to push we got to continue to push. I'm hoping to hear something back in a few days on this one. And now I'm tell you, as soon as that comes, I'm jumping on live. I don't care what, it could be 2:00 in the morning. I'm jumping on live. Hey, y'all, Just got the first listing. Bam, MEXC. Let's go. And we probably will see a significant jump. And what's going to happen is those of you who were, oh man, which there's no way you can't understand that. But some of y'all gonna, be selling, then you're gonna try to catch the wave. You're gonna try to jump on it fast. And I know how this community, like one thing I know about this community, how it moves. When it moves, that thing just, it just take off. And it just take off. And it's like a frantic mode, like that, like the little thing, like the frantic mode. The fingers start going and they start going. We have a end goal in our mind of where we want it to be. We do, but this ain't it right now. I know that. So if we know that's not it, we got to keep working. We got to keep grinding because we know where we want it to be. Okay. I know where I want to see it at. I want to see it in that 20, 30, even 100 minutes. I know that. Now, when it gets there, like I said, it's a beast of its own. Now it's a beast of its own. And then you see it take on a whole different shape. But, right now, we're looking at strong with 1,000 holders, 1,000. And some of those were airdrops. So I know that a listing would bring in another 4, 5, maybe even 7,000 different holders, which that many holders, I've seen what the equivalent of that many holders are. Now, if I want to see what that many holders are, I'm going to go over to probably, let's jump over to Success Kid real quick. They're at 10 million. Okay, let's see here. Success Kid. How many holders do they have? Yep, got about 9,000. So we pull in 7,000, 8,000 at a $10 million market cap. Let me see. Yep, that's how some of y'all look at a $10 million market cap. Face will be just like that. Well, let's go ahead and get it there. Let's see what we are looking at with a 10. Boom. Where we at? There we are. And that Success Kid with 9,000 holders. It's $10.3 million. So we understand where those listings can take us. The listings are big when it comes to meme coins. And if you had to go back, if I had to go to the DEX screener and just look at the overall, and here's what I'm sure I'm saying. If I had to go to Solana and then I go straight to liquidity, because liquidity is going to pull up some of the top memes. And then I go like the Slurf and I'll look and see like, where they are listed. I can see like a lot of their listings. And they have all of that, but let me show what I'm talking about. Let's go to their website here. All right. Once I get on the website, I scroll down. All right. We got LBank, HTX, Hawksite, BingX, Jupiter, KuCoin, OneDex, and BitGate. I think that's where you can buy it at. So let me see. Contributions. Those are just all the places they're listed. I'm trying to see. Let's see their own. Let's see SELREF. Let's check it on CoinMarketCap and see where we at. Let's just check it. All right, let's get here. And let's go Slurf and let's see where we at with Slurf. I hope I'm saying that right, Slurf. Let's see that SLE. Okay, I spelled that wrong. SLE. There we go. Okay, so we're on CoinMarketCap, and I want to see just what the other listings are. Yeah, so these listings right here, and that's quite a few. It's where you can buy them, but in all these places. So a lot of these places like this, Like Orca, and some of them are listed twice. I need to look at. We need to look at Orca and see what it takes to be able to buy TED on Orca. And those are some of the things just a few of them. And I'm just looking at some of them, and some of them they just got the one listed. The Orca is listed like several times here. And then Jupiter, of course, we're on Jupiter and we're on Radium. We do have that. So these different little sites like this, they just add more volume. They add more volume to it. When one of the things they asked me when I applied at MTX, they would just tell us why. And I just, you spoke about liquidity and all that stuff, and just a kind of like a rundown. But the $92 million liquidity, of course, they're going to have a lot of sales. You see they have sales. So sales are normal. You're going to see that. But, and let me see, see how long they've been out, sir. Trying to see 2 months. So 2 months, 19 days. So let's see where, and I do this a lot. I try to gauge, I like look at things and gauge it, and just like to see like, okay, where was this group at when, like, when we was, God, I can't even see nothing a month ago. Is it that Lord have mercy. Well, that ain't doing nothing for me if I go a month. Let's go, that's the 4-hour mark. So that's a little different. I can go to, matter of fact, I can go to Coin Market Cap and just look at the chart here. And let's check the chart and see where they were. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so they started up and they had a nice little dip. So they started up way up there. They almost got it with a volume of 550 some thousand. That's pretty good. Right here. And I think some of these weren't listed on any of the DJ and Pump. They were kind of done a little differently when they came out with it, which, I've been looking at some of those too. It gives you a little bit more freedom with a lot of things when you do like that. But that's Slurf. Now let's go ahead and look at another one. Let's see if I can go back. I'm trying to find one that's, let's see, Book of Memes. How long has Book of Memes been out? All these have been like 2 months. They got, how many holders they got? They got 80,000. Okay. All right. Let me see. Trying to find something that's a little bit more equivalent. Let's go PopCat. Let me see what PopCat does. PopCat's been out how long? Well, they've been out 5 months. Okay. Let's see. So I guess when it goes with all that liquidity and the high liquidity and stuff, let me see. Let me look at this one right here. This Mother Iggy. I've never heard of that one. Let's see how long they've been out. 9 days. So 9 days, 185, 25,000 holders. See, I'm going to dig into this one. And the reason I'm going to dig into this one, I want to find out how in the world did you get to that type of market cap in 9 days. So what is this? Mother Provides, CA. Oh, wait a minute now. It's adult content. It's adult content. Now I can't miss the adult. Is that what that is? Is this like an adult content site or something? Somebody let me know. Can't be. Watching Mother charts. Yep, we're doing the same thing. Let's see, Mother 100K posts. Let's see. Okay, I don't think that's an adult site, but I just look at the liquidity and I like to look at that to see where it went, because I know, like, let's see, when it came over, and I'm trying to see how this was launched. Pool Mother created 9 days, 3 hours ago. This is an interesting one, y'all. Got a lot of liquidity burn, 33. That liquidity helps. I'm telling you. Now they got 1,000 of these and 4,000 of that. So they're gonna have some of that. But they got 33 people, 25,000 holders. Okay. So let's check the Telegram group. Let's see what the Telegram group looks like. 12,000 people in Telegram. Okay. So the Telegram group is pretty good too. So I'm going to do a deeper dive in the mother. Man, that's a funny name, boy. Mother. Yep. That's one of them. Oh, okay. I see what it is. All right. All right. Yep, I see why they got those. The Telegram group popped on my other page. Woo! Okay, now I see why. So that's a different kind of site, people. That's a different kind of site there. All right. So the Telegram group goes a little bit more. I know some of y'all about to jump on over there now and check that out, but that's a little different on the Telegram group. But let's look at another one. And but you see, a lot of them have been out for a few days there. Let's see, Shark Cat 2.8 and 11. Numbcat. I did own Numbcat. Let me see what Numbcat. Numbcat's at 54 million, and they've been out 2 months. So it seems like around that 2 months, for some reason, like everybody's kind of like they've been 2 months in the game, except Mother. But I'm telling y'all, Mother's a little different in the Telegram group. So you go take a look at it. But I'm looking at this chart right here with Numbcat. And I actually had Numbcat for a while. But again, 2 months. So seems like everybody gets that break around that 2 month period. And there's some things that also I do know that you can do to help speed it. But I just feel like once we get one of those listings, I am going to dig. I'm going to go back and look at every listing that some of these things are on, and I'm going to start mass applying again for all of these listings. Some of these listings I haven't applied for, but I am doing that now. So we're going to see what happens there. But I'm going to take a few breaks. And then we'll be right back to look at some of the announcements and just check out some of y'all comments.
I told you. Soikel, memes are memes, and money is money. But a meme with its own cash is pure poetry. The crypto world isn't ready for the wave that Ted Cash is bringing. Yes, it's called Ted Cash. They've tried to stop it, but nothing can halt this flow. All I can say is, you better buy now. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and we all know crypto is risky. But when Ted is in the casino, I never bet on red or black. I bet on Ted. Get some now before it's too late. Ted meme coin on Solana has been smashing the charts with record gains and mass adoption. The new meme coin on Solana. Before you buy, just know on Solana, there is only one Ted. They may try to imitate, but can never duplicate. Ted, the party has just begun. On Solana with Ted.
Make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that bell notification, as it helps the algorithm grow. And if you want to follow me on any other platforms, you can follow me by typing in Crypto Secret X. Now, let's talk crypto.
And also, while I'm thinking about, I know some of you have been looking at your X badge on the comments. And when I did pull it up, I think you have been promoted with the fist. So I wanted to look at that. I know some of y'all got promotions on that when I went back and looked at it. Now I got to make sure they're showing up in the chat, but we're gonna check that out. But let's go ahead and look at some of the comments we got. We got some of our regular ex-warriors and all that. We got George Fenton. I see Arbery Ever Blessed is here. We got Joe Kim in the place. I see you there, Joe. Let's see here. We're gonna pump it up in some of these songs too. Basketball knows basketball. She knows the move. Okay. All right. We got Bam Boy here. Let's see. I'm just kind of going down through some of all the comments. Greetings from Sydney, Australia. All right. All right. Let's check out some of these other ones. Just giving it, I guess Joe Kim's giving everybody a shout out there. We got Fitness 144. Ted and Ted Cash is built to last. Let's go. All right. Let's see what we got. some of our regular members here, and everybody's kind of, saying hello to everybody. Trying to see if there's any questions. Asian Mother launched yesterday, market cap 600K, and today it's a $6 million market cap. Wow. So they said 9, that is something. It's called Asian Mother. Okay. Oh, is that another one? Is that another one that they had to come out? I'm just wondering. Because I just looked at that liquidity on Mother. I'm gonna look at that and do another review. When I went to the Telegram group, there's some different type pictures up in there. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. There we go. Yeah, Kim Williams is there saying, let's go. All right. Okay, Khalifa. Okay, all right. 1 billion. All right. It's kind of grow. It's going on down. We got Kev. Yeah. If and I did see Kevin, I look at that. Now on the YouTube page, they have a fist. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna make sure that they still have y'all as a monthly member of nothing has been like, canceled by accident or anything like that. I will look at it on that end, and it will show that. So I can't control how they put it, but I can see who's in that listing when it comes to that. So I definitely will look at that, Kevin. Let's see here. Kind of coming down, we got George Fitterman. Fitterman. Okay, I hope I'm saying that correctly there, but he's regular there. Let's see here. Just kind of trying to go down and check out some of our warriors here. We got Tim. I see Tim's ex, Tim Francis, in the house there. Another one of them faithful Ted warriors. Kind of looking down. Let's keep it going. Got Aaron airdrops coming. That's right. June the 7th. June the 7th. Let's see here. Yes, it's another one. All right. Good day, all. Everybody's kind of speaking. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go because I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Man, that sounds like a song there, Tim. That really sounds like a song there. But like I said, I just feel like personally, I feel like once we get one of those listings like that, I am going to really dig in to see when Mother came out, how fast did it take them to get on a listing? And so this is a blueprint that I'm getting for myself, because if I know MEX lists like this, then that's like, it's like, okay, boom, here, it just makes everything makes you so much more sharper as you go. Let's see here. Everyone drop lyrics on YouTube chat, combine them all, making song after live. Yep. And we do have some incredible songs that Joe's been making. So those lyrics, make sure you check those songs out. If you haven't heard those songs, they're in our Telegram group. We got them on the Twitter page. But, when you get to this point, sometimes you just it's like, it's probably the hardest part of anything is just holding. Now, I will tell you this. Sometimes when you're holding, sometimes it's good to kind of step away for a second, get just a little bit of air, then you go back in it. But it is a constant push. But on the back end, I see him. I also think there's a constant push on my behalf is to continuously apply for every listing possible. Like every listing. Like there's none. If it's 100 different places we can list, let's see about all these other exchanges. I got to see what. So here's the thing I got to figure out, and I definitely want to see. Is there a difference in me producing a coin and just raising liquidity for it, or is it a difference from DGen Pump Fund when it comes to getting them on Orca and all these other DEXs, various exchanges? Because these are all decentralized. They're not centralized exchanges, and some of them don't even require KYC. So if you don't need a KYC, then you don't have to register like that. So I need to see what the process is there. And so that's something now that I'm digging into with the listings, because those things are very, 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 very important. Very important. And so that's something I gotta really dig. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I would say, if I'm going to invest in a meme and kind of hold, I gotta make sure the team doing something. Now, what you saw with Mother, I am going to dig. I'm reach out, but I'm going to dig everything I can find out what was done, and I go back from day one and just all the way through, and looking at it. But I know I saw the Telegram, and it's about 12,000 people in there, and so that Telegram group, the numbers go. If somebody was in that Telegram group, I wonder how many people were in that group when they launched. And I'm just wondering that. And then I'm looking at it from a whole with us, is that's where we got to grow a group here. So what's the separation right now here with Ted and everything else is, I just think we got to grow this channel, and we got to get more. Now we're getting closer to 2,000. Some of the people told me on YouTube, once you get to 2,000, it's kind of like a matrix. You get sucked in, and then you kind of like just jump from 2. They say most time if you keep going, you jump from 2 all the way up to like round 5 or 6, and then it's kind of like, you're in a different. You get kind of put you in a different. They call it the stratosphere or something. They were telling me. So I am, digging and getting information on this. But again, this is the time right now, because I don't know what could happen on a listing, but I know as soon as it gets a listing, I'm going crazy with that. Like every social media we got, it's going to hit. I don't care what time it is, because that's definitely something that can get it. And even if they tell me, hey, we're going to list it in these many days, I'm going to put it out right then and there. Hey, big listing coming, and I'm going to put the name of it right there. So I just know, and I know I've seen other people do that, and I've seen where once they did that, they went from sometime like 1 million. They were kind of hanging in, and they jumped to 3 million. And then something else happened, and I look up again. Now they're sitting at 5-6 million. And then after that, it just kind of, as long as the team doesn't do anything like detrimental to the community, then it just kind of just takes on the animal of its own. And you see where everybody kind of goes through some things. I don't know what happened to Brett, but people were like, "Oh, Brett." Now I'm looking at it. You look at Brett; it's like I think it's like $1 billion now. So everybody goes through those little situations there. So I do see that. Let's see. We got another comment. Everybody gather around. Now this body feel heat. Okay. All right. If you can't dance, let's hear that music. So they got that. I guess they're in that Telegram group playing that music. Let me see if I can get some of that music up for y'all here, because we got a lot. And also make sure you check out our store, Ted Billion. We do have a store. Joe can put that link in there. And there's a code on that. It's a 10% code. You can get that. So let's make sure you can jump on that. But I am going to see if I can pull a few of those songs up here. Let's see if I can get that. Because a lot of people don't know. Well, a lot of people in our group know. But some of you in the live may come across this and see what we got. But we do have a ton of songs in here. Let's see here. Let me get back to Ted. Let's go to the chat. All right, we got Ted, him, and Ted Cash. Let me see. I can't hear nothing. They say it's playing. Let me see if I can turn it up. Matter of fact, I can do it right here. While I'm messing around, playing with it. We get right here real fast, because that is not telling me anything. It's not playing loud enough. Let's just go. All right. Where we at? Ted. And we got tons of them there. Tons. We got from the United we stand, testing our limits, blessings in hand, dreams in our hearts with a vision so bright. That's good stuff, man. We're forging our future in this promised land. Stay the course to success. Never settle for less. I like that. Unity in numbers, together we rise. Let's check out another one. We got plenty of them in here. We got songs that we probably could drop an album. The TED album. Let's see. We got a couple more. We got songs in here for days. And I hope we've been shilling. And tweeting. We got another one. Crypto Buffett. Let's see what this one's about. I think I might have missed this one. You wake up in the morning, stomach rumble loud, but I got my TED cash. Oh yeah. Make my mama proud. Spreading it on my toes. That sweet crypto spread. Market cap booming. It's like I'm getting fed. TED cash for breakfast. Lunch and dinner. Woo! Market cap rising. Oh, I like that. We got the memes. Let's get it out. So, I'm just thinking down the line. Just imagine when that first listing comes, and then people come over to TED Cash and they jump in the community. And they go to the Telegram, and they go to the page, and then they say, "Man, you're gonna hear it. I mark this date. What's this date right here? June 6th. How come I didn't know about this until then?" Well, a lot of stuff we were learning on the run. But getting in position with that bull run and getting the listing there and continuously going, a lot of us, all of us, not a lot of us, all of us that are holding TED now will encounter a significant amount of growth. And then, it'll be like, we got there. And so we seen what we can do at 3 million. Man, I tell you, 3 million, it's a goal that I know we can reach. Like, I really know we can reach that. Because we've done it. Like, if you can do it one time, you can do it again. If you can do it one time, you can do it again. And I know sometimes we're there. I know we got some people that when they see that little increase, but I'm telling you, those of you who, when you see that bump in your wallet and you sell, you cannot imagine, if you've been buying now, if you can be patient and just let this community show you what your wallet would look like at 3 million. If you can just be patient and let them show you, you will understand it. All you got to do is help grind. I know right now in this total group, we got 553 people. I would say in this group right now, it's probably 10% of the people working in this group. Now, they're here, but we'll probably got about 10%. That's roughly about 53 people. Imagine if we had the entire group here working. Where could we be? I mean, in this, what are we talking about? Shilling, getting it out, tweeting it out, inviting people over. If one person invited one person in, we would double and be at 1,000. 1,000. And then we double. And if we invite one person to the channel to subscribe, I'm going to start making all the chats where you have to subscribe to be a part of it. And a 10-minute subscription. Like, you got to be subscribed there. Like, you got to hit that subscribe button. Because if people are going to come over, we got to bring them in. Like, you got to seal that deal. Once we get you over here, we got to seal that deal. But if we could get just this community here and invite one person, just one, and get them in, that's 1,000 people we got. That's it. That's it. It's recruitment. You're already in position. You some of y'all got in at what, 200K? You've been buying at 500K, 400K. That's 2 million. That's a big game. That's a huge game. 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. I mean, that's a huge game. That's almost what? If it's at 5 and we go to 10, that's see 10, that's just a million. God dog. So 10, 5, about 8x, 10x. Man. Every zero we drop is a X, like 10x and 100x and 1000x. And at our price right now, where we're sitting, let me go back to the DEX real quick. Just where we're sitting at. Let's see here. How many zeros we got right now? Because I've seen this drop crazy zeros before. But right now we're sitting at 5 zeros. If we drop 2 zeros and get to 2 zeros, y'all be shocked where we be at. And if we can just show some of y'all where you at just 2 million, then you're gonna be like, you know what? Let's push it even higher. Let's push it even higher. Okay. Let's push it higher. So when those people who didn't come back, they're like, oh my God, what's going on? That's just what we gotta do right there. But we have had people come over, and we just I know we're trying to keep our charts looking good, because when people do our reviews, we want to see. But we got a healthy chart, and we survive. So right now we're at a month and 5 days. So now we're getting into that second phase of building, like a month. So now, where did we see a lot of these cryptos start hitting those gains after that month? I guess after they made it, like they say, the marriage, you got to make it through 7 years of marriage and you're good. When in crypto, you can last past a month and sustain and keep going, then, you know, you're looking to be a pretty solid game player, and it's just a matter of time. So we've been hanging strong, man. We've been hanging strong. All right, people. Let's see here. Almost under an hour. But we just got to stay the course. Got to stay the course there. Let's see what else we got. We got a lot of comments in here. Let's see. Vegas song spectacular. Okay. All right. We got a few more there. All right. We should have a contest, referrals. That would be a good idea. To get some TED merch. Y'all gonna have to talk to Joe on that merch. As far as getting that out. But I do know this. If that market cap, let's look at it like this, because I think that's a good idea. But if that market cap, if we get that market cap up to 3 million as a community, I think that would be good to give a cash reward, a really good one. Okay. Not to everybody. I'm talking about just a cash reward. One, take a little bit out. And I ain't talking about no 300,000-400,000, nothing like that. Small amount. I didn't say amount. I didn't even come up with a number yet. Don't hit me with, I think it need to be this. But I think that would be something that would be good right there. So let me think about it. Don't come up with these crazy numbers, because people are very generous when it comes to somebody else's. Yeah, y'all understand what I'm saying? But that is a good idea, child. But let me think about it. I'm just talking to y'all as a community. But that would be something I think that would be really good there. I would say as a community, getting into a market cap. We got to not only do more, we got to get them here, but then we got to get them invested in it. And that's one other thing. We got to get people invested into it. And as a community, let's see if we can do that. And then I think there needs to be a reward for that. I don't know what the reward needs to be. I'll think about it. I'm not going to try to put myself in a bind now, but I'll think about it, and we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, people, let's get ready and rock and roll. I know it's about 3 o'clock with some of y'all are, 4 o'clock in the morning. Some of y'all in daytime. Over here, we're in the nighttime, the wee hours of the night. But it's been fun. Let's stay on the journey. Remember, it is a grind now. It is a grind. That's why I always tell you what, y'all know the saying. You never learn how to swim without jumping in. And I can't tell you enough. You will never climb a mountain without stumbling. It's Chris Carver, Crypto Secret X-Men. I'm out.
Keep the devil watching over me. Save me. Save me. Less than before I walk away. Spellbound, I'll stutter, I pray, release.